Hi guys, today we'll look into a scenario in which Bulgaria forms an empire. I know I did do a Bulgarian empire before, but I want to do it again to see if anything's different. And let's start with Northern Macedonia. As you know, Northern Macedonia and Bulgaria have been having disputes as Bulgaria claims this region to be ethnically Bulgarian and such on. And to us, they're both South Slavic, which means they're pretty close. And a lot of Bulgarians, I believe, live on the Bulgarian border. And Bulgaria swiftly moves across Northern Macedonia. And with this, they annex the country, as this would give them greatly, as historically during the First and Second Bulgarian Empire, they had this land. Also, they don't like Greece and probably would invade Greece just to take the coast, because Greece took their Aegean Sea coast from them. Romania took this land from them, Bulgaria. Serbia caused them to lose hold of Northern Macedonia in the Second Balkan War, and no, it's in Bulgaria's favor, so they'll invade Serbia. And their invasion of Serbia goes pretty swift. Also, keep in mind, they can't expand too fast because they're not like the USA or Germany. Even though last time I probably did it too fast. And they quickly move in and take the city of Nis. And they move further in. And they're headed towards Belgrade as they move up the Montenegro border. Serbia makes a counter-offensive at this point that really hurts Bulgaria's forces. Bulgaria, though, still manages to hold most of the land it occupied and moves north. As it heads towards Belgrade, as it moves up towards Belgrade, eventually it reaches the city, and they encircle the city, and they take the city. With all resistance in Serbia coming to a halt, Serbia's government surrenders and is forced to cede a huge chunk of land to Bulgaria. They're forced to cede these lands to Bulgaria, which these are significant because Bulgaria got these out of the Second World War, but they lost it after the Second World War, as Austria and them split Serbia 50-50. And Serbia is made into a Bulgarian puppet, meaning if they invade Greece to try and get land, Kosovo, and end up angering Albania, they'll have an ally, kinda. With them going after Bulgaria, as their claim basically is they own the Aegean Sea. Historically, this would be more of a historical claim, chances are, is that Bulgaria will want this, plus irredentism claims a big chunk of Greece as Bulgaria. This has been an issue, as after World War I, they lost full access to the Aegean Sea. The Bulgarians had access to the Aegean Sea, but despite barely losing World War II, except one, they lost lots of land. They even lost loads of land, and that's why they don't like Greece, I guess. Kinda like Hungary, who lost lots of land to Trianon, although this was a treaty of New Elysir. And Bulgaria moves into Greece. Greece is probably the strongest Balkan nation, but keep in mind they also have the help of Serbia. With the Bulgarian Empire not being favorable by the Romanians, so the Romanians basically now declare war, and their main goals is to take the city of Sofia, the South Bulgaria, and Serbian lands and re-liberate them. With them quickly doing their goals, but at this point Bulgaria causes a successful stalemate. With the Bulgarian Empire wanting to take back what they believe is rightfully theirs, as this would be an empire too. And why is this important that they want to take back former lands? Because it's a big deal. Because basically, I guess this is a more irredentist republic, more so, which basically means expansionist, to historical claims. With Romania moving into the Serbian puppet, trying to re-liberate the Serbian government is their goal. Bulgaria does move some forces north, but in this area, because this area is close to Bucharest, which is what they want to take. With this having slight repercussions, as Greece manages to kick them back to the border, basically. They take everything but Thrace and most of Greek Macedonia. But at this point, with a quick Bulgarian campaign into Romania, they quickly seized Bucharest, which causes a lot of chaos and disorder within the Romanian army. And Bulgaria takes advantage of this to move up and take this area. At this point, Romania basically is forced to give up as they're kicked out of Bulgaria. They're kicked out of the Serbian puppet. They lose land to Bulgaria in their weird exclave thing they made now. Not exclave, panhandle. And eventually, when they lose most of the Wallaceian area, the rest of the government surrenders, with Bulgaria moving all kinds of forces to the Greek border. So many forces, it's very much. And with Greece not wanting the Bulgarians to march into Athens, they agreed to a peace treaty, in which is pretty harsh, honestly. Ukraine money for Crimea. Ukraine refuses, and Russia hears about this and is pretty not happy with Bulgaria, who's claiming their land. Ukraine says, no, it's our land we're fighting. Russia says the same thing, so they're both at war with basically Russia and Ukraine, which is a big deal, but Bulgaria's goal is to quickly take this area, as there's some Bulgarians in here in Crimea. Plus, Crimea was part of the first Bulgarian Empire, which was located in not Central Asia, Eastern Europe, which is weird to say. And it was centered around Crimea. With Ukraine and Russia realizing that there's no point in fighting over that small land, they go to the negotiating table, because they think it's going to be a small, slight, probably just Crimea be taken, but Bulgaria is more for Bulgaria's expansion into Albania, as this would allow them to have more Adriatic Sea, which brings Kosovo in, and Turkey decides to join the war. So basically, Turkey's going to make a major offensive because Bulgaria isn't protected on that side. Of course, the first thing they do is take out Kosovo, because Kosovo wouldn't stand long against Bulgaria. Also, NATO is disbanded in this scenario. So in case you thought this was unrealistic because of NATO, well, NATO didn't exist. They take out Albania and Kosovo, but in that time, Turkey makes a major offensive. They even seize parts of Crimea and move up. With Bulgaria on the verge of collapse, can Bulgaria figure something out and push the Turks out? Or will the Turks start reforming the Ottoman Empire? Romania joins the war at this point. The Balkans start joining Romania, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, and Greece. Is Bulgaria able to stand, or will Bulgaria fall? With Bulgaria making mass conscription, and they managed to move right through here after they managed to succeed in this. With the Crimea taking being not as bad, but the only problem is they lose lands to Romania. Romania's siege of lands, Bulgaria's, Greeks, the Greases. Yep, I said the Greece because why not? With Romania, Croatia, and them meeting up in their front lines, one problem. Bulgaria makes a counter-offensive against the Greeks, with their success being so big it sends shockwaves through Europe. And when Greece falls, yeah, Turkey and Greece were working together. How realistic. And the invasion of Montenegro and into Bosnia and Croatia. Although they occupy lands, they managed to take Zagreb and the capital of Bosnia. I forgot how to pronounce it. But anyways, let's just continue. With Bulgaria succeeding in this many fronts, Hungary joins the war as they're hungry for some Romanian land that they used to have in Transylvania, which would be a claim of theirs. Now let's see what happens. With Hungary managing to take its claim, Bulgaria takes the rest of what's known as Wallacea and leaves Moldavia left. Romania surrenders. Turkey's offensive fails at this point as they're fully kicked out of Bulgaria. Riots start within Turkey over this defeat to the Bulgarian Empire. And the Bulgarian Empire takes Istanbul and renames it Constantinople. Because why not? With Bulgaria moving into Turkey. With Turkey and a lot of problems. With the capital Turkey, Ankara, being taken. With the northern part of the country falling, Turkey is forced to capitulate over to the Bulgars. And let's see how Bulgaria's treaty goes. Expanded south to Greece, up to Montenegro, into Romania, into Turkey. And that's pretty much where we'll end it, because I don't think they could expand anymore for a while, just because of how much they expanded. Hungary expanded nicely. Serbia's puppet expanded nicely. Well, that border is painful, but let's look at the rest of the Bulgarian Empire. But Bulgaria probably calling this the fourth Bulgarian Empire, because there has been 3 Bulgarian empires so far. What else? Probably has a big population, probably dominates the Aegean Sea and the Black Sea. Probably is the 15th strongest nation after they made a lot of nations look weak, including Poland, Germany, Ukraine, Russia. Turkey is now way weaker as they lost a strategically important area. Bulgaria has good borders as it's relatively mountainous over here. And like in this area is mountainous. Of course, this area isn't that great, but over here is all mountainous. So they got a nice defense. Except for their Crimea area. What's the worst that could happen? They get taken, but the nations near it are too weak to invade at this point after losing and humiliated. Probably in turmoil. With Bulgaria's empire proving to be strong and able to beat multiple nations. With this military being a military you definitely don't want to mess with. And that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment that you liked today's video of the Bulgarian Empire. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. Bye, guys. But not until you subscribe. Got about 40 subscribers left to go to our goal. Bye, guys.